In November of 2020, I posted a 14-minute YouTube video in which I roast a weird house. It was, when I first released it, one of my worst performing videos for quite a while. It seemed like it was just gonna end up being one of those videos that didn't get seen by that many people, and that's absolutely fine, you know? That is, until completely out of the blue, it was given a huge amount of extra exposure by an absolute legend. I'd never met this person, in fact, I didn't even know they existed before this, but the boost that they gave me almost doubled the video's view count in just a few days. And for that, I would genuinely like to thank the Reddit user who posted my video to r/videos. You did me an absolute solid. This kind of thing is genuinely really helpful. Anyway, today we're talking about reaction content. Chances are you probably know plenty of creators who react and respond to the work of other creators. And hell, that's something I do plenty. For anyone who doesn't know, I actually started out as a response YouTuber. Be it in a stream or in a fully edited video, I've reacted and responded to a lot of other people's videos in my time. Here's a clip from one of those videos so you can see the kind of thing I do. Dip your balls in Tabasco sauce. Now when I cover other people's work like this, there are a few kinds of etiquette that I feel it's important to stick to. Basically, don't take the piss. In a reaction video, the reactor should still be adding stuff and creating content of their own, otherwise what's the point of watching their reaction over the original video? The content that the reactor creates should be at least different enough from the original work that they have created something of their own. For example, take a look at this video from Soot House.
This is 10 uplifting stories. The video is a minute long. These stories are gonna move quick.
Matthew Santoro's really fell off.
I love the idea of a minute long 10 uplifting stories, just like dogs good number 9.
For sale, use baby shoes.
In their reaction to this weird little 10 uplifting stories video, they add their own jokes and commentary. Even if you'd already seen the video they were reacting to, you'd have plenty to gain from watching their reaction. It's a different piece of content now.
We go!
Oh,
Wasting time.
Oh!
What a story.
This is the story. This is what they're doing.
Great story, Mark. This is just fucking pictures of some random Romeo and Juliet, the amphib. Do they kill themselves?
Soot House is exceptional, and the whole cast clearly all understand that reaction content is something that it requires effort to do properly. Now, their particular style
Awesome.
is by no means
Could
the
you
only way to
please
do
bring
reaction
back
content.
the Gora links? I know these bait donors will happen anyway, but maybe they will donate Gora links instead of pedophile brony and furry links. A sacrifice I'm willing to make for the god of mankind.
Sacrifice you're willing to make. So you negotiate with terrorists, is what you're saying. This is America, alright?
It's a very diverse medium.
War flail versus katana, or shinai in this case. I haven't watched it yet. I wanted to give you my first-hand impression, reaction.
Here's some reaction content from Scalagrim, a YouTuber who creates content about swords and other medieval weapons. He often reacts to other people's content, using it as a springboard from which to add his own insight, opinions, and commentary.
He actually defended against it and caught the pole with his sword, but because it's a flail, it's like, yep, no you don't. Just whips right over top, knocks him in the head. This is one of the main dangers when facing a war flail.
This is another example of excellent reaction content. In terms of what he's actually doing with the content, he has basically nothing in common with Soot House. What these channels do have in common though is that it's clear you're getting something from watching their content that you wouldn't be getting if you just watched the original work.
This dude seems to be quite a bit taller than his opponent, so he already has the reach advantage.
The point is that in reacting you need to add something. If a reactor hasn't added anything and watching their reaction is basically just the same experience as watching whatever they're reacting to, then essentially they're just reposting something someone else made to their audience, reaping the rewards of someone else's work under the guise of reacting to it. Now, the wider YouTube community already went through all of this a few years ago. As a YouTube viewer, there's a good chance... Oh, fucking hell. As a YouTube viewer, there's a good chance that you remember Jinx. Peaking in popularity around 2015, Jinx made a big splash on YouTube with his reaction videos. With someone else's work always playing in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, Jinx's whole thing was to just sit there, pretty much entirely vacuously, hardly saying anything, sometimes soy-facing or laughing, as he plays the videos he's reacting to in full. Let's take a look at his reaction to the official compilation of the full Astaf movie series. This compilation is 14 minutes long and contains all 8 episodes of Astaf movie that were out back when it was released. The Astaf movie series represents a huge amount of work, spearheaded by the series creator Tomska, seen here with me at VidCon 2020. Here's a compilation I put together of everything that Jinx says over the course of his reaction to this compilation. Are you ready? Here we go.
What? Really? Wow. What? Bro, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? Die. What the hell? Not the buns. What the hell is this? What the fuck? This is all we got. Oh, again.
Those 33 words that it took him 15 seconds to say, 27% of which were "what?" were all he had to contribute as he let the video play for its full 14-minute duration. That's all he has to say besides his outro where he sums up his thoughts on the video.
It's so funny because it's just like, the whole thing is just like, what?
And his intro, where he explains he's going to be watching the Astaf movie episodes 1 to 8 compilation.
I know a lot of people been requesting this one like back and forth, like they like do 1 through 8 like one at a time, but it's kind of hard to find each and every one of them. Like,
it's kind of hard to, I'm sorry, to quote you, what? Did you look? For the absolute rest of the time, he's just sitting there in silence, sometimes laughing or making a facial expression. And for this video, where Jinx just freeboots someone else's work, adding nothing, he gets 5 million views! I'm not salty. Now, what I'm not doing here is I am definitely not asking you to get mad on Tomska's behalf. I don't actually know him, that's not how pictures work, but as far as I can tell, he has all the means to easily get this video taken down if that's what he wants.
As a large YouTuber, I have the ability to deal with copyright infringement directly. I can either take down people's re-uploads of my videos, or I can monetize those videos, basically meaning that, you know, it stays up on their channel, but I make money from ads. And 99.9% of the time, I don't take down other people's videos.
As far as I can tell, Tom is totally fine with this video existing, and that's completely valid of him. The thing is though, it would also be totally valid of Tomska to turn around to Jinx and say, "What the fuck are you doing? Can you not just re-upload my work with your face in the corner, please?" It would be absolutely reasonable for any YouTuber to have that reaction.
Oh yes, Forsen reacting to a video about reaction videos. He just stares blankly at the video, then stares at chat, stares back at the video, then stares at chat, stares at the video, then thinks about this -10 donation adding to his PayPal account.
True. But I ain't watching it. 56 minutes, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Hey you guys,